Today's program furnished by funding from Bill's Bake Shop, where smiles are everywhere.
If you're craving hot dogs and more, and you're in the area, then look no farther than Coney Island, downtown Newcastle on Kennedy Square.
When you have legal issues, Paula Chalella, attorney at law, 113 North Mercer Street, Newcastle. When you have legal issues, Paula Chalella, attorney at law, 113 North Mercer Street, Newcastle.
Entrusting your loved one to a funeral director is a very personal and emotional decision. The funeral director you choose must understand the importance of the decision you have made. When you call the William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, I recognize what a privilege it is to be chosen at your time of need. We will provide you and your family with the best service possible, with sincerity and compassion.
The William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1941.
Broadcasting from the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence, Nctv45. Nctv45 Newcastle, The Train.
Good morning, Newcastle, and hopefully you have your first cup of coffee as I get mine off the table, and wow, ever so much to go through today as we embark on this Thursday, the 5th of November. 3 weeks away from Thanksgiving. Do you know where your turkey is? Now, guys, I don't want to get in trouble. So, what's happening? Well, right now, outside, sort of cloud cover, 47 degrees. I'm not complaining. At this time of the year, why complain? Beautiful sunny day yesterday. And I'm going to suggest some things. Getting out, even if it's for a walk, based on all the stuff coming at you. And there's a lot. We'll talk about that just after we get to traffic. And one word on traffic. Maybe it's the fact that people are enraged with the news. Maybe they're enraged with being inside. Take a deep breath. before you get behind the wheel, please make sure that you're in the proper frame of mind. You're not cutting somebody off. I was over by the First Presbyterian Church. This guy's flying down the road, cuts in front of me, cuts in front of another guy. He's weaving like it's the Indianapolis 500. And the bottom line is, you're going to hurt somebody or yourself. Please, take it easy out there. It's going to be okay. Now, let's get to the traffic. And we always look at Pittsburgh first. So, with the folks in the I-79 area going and heading to Pittsburgh or Erie, what's it looking like? Traffic, very heavy southbound. Moderate on the northbound lane. If you're heading to Pittsburgh, get ready. It's going to be a busy day on Route 79. Now, let's breeze over to 376 and let's check out the interchange, 422 interchange. And, somebody has a real sense of humor here as it hits the top of the embankment and it's looking north. Traffic moderate, you can barely see it. The 376 interchange on the other side of the bridge is moving along well. It's moderate to heavy, and the PA Turnpike, as you go over the Mount Jackson and head down that way, it's moderate to light, not too bad. Now, one area to look at, that's the 168 area, as 422 and 168. Here's 168. Looking okay. A few big trucks coming off the interstate there. And as you look at Martha Street, busy. There are no alerts at this time from the PA Turnpike, so we'll take that. We were talking, and before I get to all this, I did a piece earlier on the barking news. Well, we are being barked at. When you get up in the day, and yesterday I had to really readjust. You're being told about the election. You're being told about COVID. You're being told about updates on other things, closings, no parade, no festivities, no that. And if you get caught up in it, it becomes a very depressing situation. Now, let's straighten some things out, and let's straighten them out by topic. First of all, COVID. In my humble estimation, and listen, I don't give a crap about Dr. Fauci, the lady with the scarf on her neck, Rachel Levine. To me, they're a bunch of quacks. And while I respect their education and their opinion, we know opinions are like your bottom side. Everybody has one. My comment out there is don't let the virus control you. If you're going to get sick, you're going to get sick. It's just that simple. Take the proper precautions and live your life. Nobody's going to say, oh, hold on. You're at the gates. There's St. Peter. And all of a sudden, somebody says, well, did you wear a mask last Tuesday? I don't think. As far as the election, this just didn't happen over the past few days. You have to realize that, and I was making an example this morning while having my coffee. My dad, his buddies graduated in 1954, and in 1979, guess what? There were still some norms, some established things that we believe in. So I ask you, have you gone to church with your kids? Maybe you're not doing that. Okay. Do you have supper with your kids? Maybe you're not doing that. Have you gone to watch your kids play in the band, play football, play basketball, whatever it may be? You're not doing that. Well, have you just gone to a ball game with your kids? Whether it's Laurel, Shenango, Newcastle, Mohawk, whatever it is. Well, you haven't done that. When was the last time you looked at your kids' homework? You haven't done that. Well, what is it that you really expect? The idea of having a well-rounded, well-cultured person was what we tried to establish before. We're not looking at somebody that can say, hey, I got a phone, just ask me and I'll find it. That means you're a clerk. A professional satisfies somebody's needs. Learned that early on as I worked in different sales jobs. You have to satisfy your needs. And yeah, I come down on certain groups really hard, and the group from 20 to 40, yeah, I'm coming down hard on you. When was the last time you shot a few baskets with your kids in the backyard? I talk often about the guy that I coached in football that said, I haven't been back to the stadium since you coached me. Well, is that really a good badge of honor? Is that really great that you haven't cared about anybody, anything, including your kids, not to mention your community, and, geez, why are we in the position we're in? Oh, that makes me nervous. Oh, poor baby. Grow up. COVID is here. Probably made in a laboratory by the Chinese. That's fact. It's not mutating. A well-rounded person knows viruses mutate. That one isn't. When you sit down and talk, you get the idea that it came from a place that doesn't value human life. China. Their ability to do things has been suspect. Just ask any one of our presidents. Wash your hands. Practice good hygiene. Don't go out if you're sick. And if you're in large crowds, wear a mask. I don't think that's too much to ask. If you're just sitting there by yourself, chances are you really don't need a mask. Know who's pandering. You know, I was not a big fan of Jimmy Carter. But in the last days, I've developed an understanding of Jimmy Carter. You know, Jimmy Carter, a very smart man. They said, you know, Jimmy Carter would read every memo. Get up early and read every memo coming through. He wanted to read every memo. Why? Maybe he knew what Donald Trump knows. Maybe he was afraid of the swamp. Jimmy Carter, by all standards, bipartisan, a great guy. Maybe he knew. So, what do you have when you look at the top stories today? Well, let's go through this. COVID, 2,800, 2,795, 2,800. They go on to say that there's probables in this number. The question you have to ask yourself, are there people with no pre-existing conditions getting sick? Yes. Are there people with pre-existing conditions dying? Yes. So you better protect yourself if you have a pre-existing condition. The Department of Agriculture releases COVID-19 enforcement actions October 26th to November 1st. And they go through all the same bullcrap. The legislature passes laws. Let me be clear on this. And I'm going to say it again in the broadcast. Governor Tom Wolf, you can't just say, it's okay to do what we want. Pick up them ballots over there, do this over there. No, the state legislature makes the laws, and you must abide by the laws that are passed, not create your own. Hello, Democratic governors. In other news, Governor Wolf announced funding for small businesses. They're trying to pick up the economy. Elk, Lancaster, and Northumberland, 3 places that received the funding. Now, when we come back after sports, we've got 3 more things considerably important, but I think it's time to take a look at sports. We'll be right back.
The Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side at 827 Addis Street, Newcastle. 724-658-9543. That's 724-658-9543.
Hello and welcome once again to the Cedar Sports Corner. Let's get to NFL football. Tonight, the Green Bay Packers, they're traveling to San Francisco. That on Fox and NFL Network to take on the Packers. And that is an 8:20 start. Now, college football. And a lot of college football to get to as we head into the weekend. Utah State will be at Nevada. Wyoming will be at Colorado State. So, Utah State, Nevada, FS1. CBS Sports Network will take on Wyoming and Colorado State. And just a lot of great sports football to watch. So head over to Cedars, get some great food, a nice cold beverage, and enjoy the games. We're going to take a time out. We'll be right back after we hear from these great sponsors.
This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535.
This program sponsored by Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company. Brian Ches, owner. Call 724-498-4760. Brian would be glad to visit.
Hi friends, I'm Gary West, and whether you find Augustine's Pizza at your local grocery store, well, the folks at Augustine's Pizza hope that their pizza is always your first choice for any and all occasions.
Allie's Upper Crust at 1700 Highland Avenue has a full menu: pizza, roll-ups, salad, soup, sandwiches, strombolis, dinners. They are just great for dine-in or take-out. Don't forget to give them a call at 724-652-7553. It's Allie's Upper Crust. At Delicios. Look at this sandwich. This is lunch, and I didn't want to overdo it, but I had coleslaw before. This sandwich, absolutely excellent. Cajun chicken. But their menu is so huge. And I'm going to show you all your friends that you knew from the old place. They're all here. So make sure you stop. They're open from 7 to 9. It's Delicios in downtown Newcastle.
I feel compelled every time that I say that to mention that it's the Silvios, not Delicios, but it's in downtown Newcastle. Go down and get some. Photo centers will be closed on Veterans Day, and Wednesday the 11th is Veterans Day. And Nctv45 has a surprise for those veterans. So be watching for that. You know, before you become governor, you should have a class in civics. Maybe a little American history, Comrade Wolf. The governor condemns the efforts to disenfranchise voters. Governor Wolf, let me tell you something. When you were in school, if the paper was due, you had to write a paper on what I did last summer. It was due on Wednesday. Could you turn it in on Friday? In my class, you'd have got an F. It was late. I don't want to hear you mailed it. I don't want to hear you time-stamped it. I could go buy a box of envelopes and go to the post office and ask them to stamp the envelopes. And they will. Postmarked. In this debacle, they called it Election 2020. Could there be widespread cheating? There could be some cheating. And you deserve to know it. The Democratic governors have made their own rules. This started with I don't got to get anything passed through the Congress by Barack Obama, who refused to compromise with the Congress. Bill Clinton worked across the aisle. So, where are you? you've got an election that is a mess. And poll workers that if they have a yellow slip weren't allowed in because they were Republicans. The ones with the blue slips were allowed in. That happened in Philadelphia. You have Martin Luther King Jr.'s daughter or niece saying she had a person in front of her disfranchised. They said, don't sign that petition. Don't sign that ballot. You don't have to sign anything. Well, how do you know there's no voter fraud? And then let me re-echo what she said, because she's right. You better pray. Because of all this, Trump, his supporters, his group, whatever you want to call it, have filed lawsuits, and who could blame them? Nobody. He's not a quack that fell off the truck yesterday. He understands something has to be up. The polls were way off. His polls were right on the money. So in other words, what he's telling you is he knew how close the race was. And the people in the media were trying to play it down because they didn't want him to win. There were no fake dossiers, folks. Just people casting ballots that may have been dead for 50 years. Who knows? Let's get to Lawrence County 45 weather. You know, it's clearing up a little bit outside, and we will take that. 46 degrees outside, humidity 66%, wind speed south 5 miles an hour, barometric pressure 30.31. Dew point 35, visibility 10, wind chill 44 is the wind chill. With that, there's a little radar, pretty clear. Radar, clear again. So let's get to Lawrence County 45 weather and check this out.
My name is Brittany. I have suffered with depression for 15 years.
My name is Sam, and I've been experiencing depression for over 12 years. This is the first place I will always recommend for somebody to come if they're suffering from depression or anxiety or any kind of problem like that.
Easy Clean Car and Van Wash, where your clean wash is our goal. Run it again at Lindy's Lunch. Run done it again with hot dogs, fries, burgers, and much more. For the 2-point conversion, try those daily specials. Run right in and you won't even need a home car to score at Lindy's Lunch. For the game, just right for lunch, or anytime. It's Lindy's Lunch. 2402 Wilmington Road, Newcastle.
BSB. Big Shot Bobs are the wings for me. 50 flavors, make it right, you see. BSB has sandwiches you have to try. Stop in and you'll know why. Every day of the week you see. Call or stop in to BSB. Big Shot Bobs will be your favorite place, just like me.
Hello and welcome once again to Lawrence County 45 weather. Well, after last night's clear low of 44, how's your rest of the week looking? And you're in good shape, folks. I mean, absolutely excellent shape. Look at this radar. Clear as can be, and national scene no different, coast to coast. So what do you have? Clear last night, low 44. Your Thursday, increasing clouds 65, but you're getting sun. Thursday night, mostly cloudy, gradually becoming clear, 43. Option to Friday, sunshine and 66. Friday night, mostly clear, a low of 42. And Saturday, sunshine and 68. Saturday night, mostly clear and 44. Sunday, sunshine and 70. Sunday night, partly cloudy, a low of 49. And your Monday, sunshine and 72. Monday night, partly cloudy, 55. And Tuesday, outside chance of rain, partly sunny and 72. Look at those temperatures. San Diego has got to be jealous. Now, that was Lawrence County 45 weather. We're going to take this break, hear from these great sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Hey, what's up, Dad? Nctv.
Elham's for one great dining experience. Hello, friends, and it's Los Amigos. Let me tell you what, great food. Whether you get the chimichangas, enchiladas, tacos, whatever you get, you're going to love them. The nice, friendly atmosphere. Stop by. Tell them Nctv45 sent you. It's Los Amigos sponsoring this program. Today's programming is brought to you by Nctv45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
This program sponsored by Lombardo's Apothecary, located at 1230 South Mill Street on the south side of Newcastle.
At our law firm, we see you. Come see us at lgkg.com.
Special thanks going out to Town Mall Pizza for sponsorship of this program, located in the Cascade Galleria, Newcastle.
There's more than meets the eye. You gotta give them a Newcastle a try. The right small town for living. Look around.
Well, we're back, and let me kind of give you a little choice here, or a little advice as you go through your day. Try to set a new agenda. Try to get yourself so that you're not facing the barking news. Millenniums, this is for you. Belong to something. Be different. Go to church. Pray. Work. Play. Play with your kids. Take them to a high school football game. Take them to the park. Play frisbee. Play catch with a football. Maybe even sit down and watch a college football game. Could ask them where they'd like to go to college. Maybe watch an NFL game. Ask them a town they'd like to visit. Don't sit like a bump on a log, not participating. Just look what happens when you do. Thanksgiving, 3 weeks away. Don't wait for then to have the family dinner. Try and have it a little bit before then. Even if it means getting takeout or sitting down at a restaurant, whatever you choose. Maybe with all the sunshine, you want to cook a hamburger outside on the grill. All these things will put memories in your kids' minds, in your minds. And the barking news won't seem so bad. And those norms will start to come in place. I don't want to be tattooed and earringed up. I want to have a nice haircut. Not green and orange hair. I want to go to church and have fellowship after and maybe share a donut and a coffee. It's one of my favorite things. Think about it. It works. Now make sure that you tell a friend and have a friend tell a friend about NCTV45. They'll be glad you did. And when they say, I don't watch a lot of TV, you tell them that NCTV45 is available anytime on your time. Not many things are, but NCTV45 is. Always in the pursuit of excellence, it's NCTV45. And there's one thing left to say. Make sure that you get that second cup of coffee and have a super day in what I call the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence. Have a great day, everybody. masks coming at you and so much more. So just keep it tuned.